Good morning and welcome to Backyard and Beyond. This morning we're visiting with Jerry Weeble and we're going to be talking about a magazine that he publishes. Good morning to you, Jerry.
Good morning, Levon.
Jerry, when I hear people talk about our Iowa magazine, it's sort of like a light comes on. They smile, their faces brighten up. It's just such a positive kind of reaction that I see from folks. So we need to let more people know about your magazine. Where did the idea come from, Jerry? How did it all get started?
Well, clear back in 2006, Roy Ryman is my partner in this whole operation here, and of course, Roy founded Ryman Publications up in Greendale, Wisconsin, and I used to work for him up there. And Roy had sold the company, and I was thinking about a change of scenery myself after he left, and so I emailed him one day and I said, Roy, let me buy you a cup of coffee. I want to just bounce some ideas off of you about where to go next. And anyways, one thing led to another, and we started talking and hammering things back and forth, and out of that came the whole idea for our Iowa magazine, which we started then in 2007.
Okay, so it's not a very old magazine when you think about lots of other magazines, but as I understand, the subscribers come from lots of places, not just Iowa.
Actually, we have subscribers in every one of the 50 states, plus Puerto Rico at this point in time. But the bulk of them are in Iowa, and just a couple of weeks ago, we surpassed 60,000 paid subscribers, so we're just absolutely thrilled with all of that.
Very good. Well, not everybody who's listening knows what we're talking about. So give us a description of our Iowa magazine.
Well, our Iowa celebrates everything that's great about living in the state of Iowa. You won't find any negative news in this magazine. Every page is brimming with Iowa pride, and we celebrate the greatness of Iowa with stories about Iowa's fun-loving, hard-working people, and photography of our beautiful land.
And beautiful photography, I think, is one of the pluses and the reason that people enjoy looking at it. Do you have a staff of photographers that follow up on stories, or how do you get all those great photographs?
Well, we have relationships with a number of freelance photographers around the state of Iowa, and they provide us with a steady stream of photographs, and we go through all of those photographs and select what we feel would fit best with the theme of the magazine. And it's very interesting. We hear comments all the time from people, including Iowans, who say, "Man, I didn't realize our state was that pretty."
Yeah, sometimes when we live in a place, we just sort of go about our daily business and don't stop to see all those beautiful things. So yes, and it's so varied. That's the other thing. A lot of people from away from here think Iowa's one flat place. Wrong.
Yeah, absolutely true. Especially, when we think about going up to Little Switzerland in northeast Iowa, or Van Buren County down in southeast Iowa, where Van Buren County doesn't have a stoplight or a fast food restaurant in the whole county. So it's just a totally different environment down there.
And let's not forget about the Loess Hills on the west side of Iowa.
and that's beautiful as well.
Yes, lots of variety there. Well, Jerry, how do you get your stories? I know you're not out all over the state getting those stories. Where do the stories come from? How do they get to you?
Well, much of what is in the magazine is sent to us by readers. And we invite readers to tell their stories. Really, this magazine it's not written by us. It's more kind of like a conversation around the kitchen table of a bunch of Iowans, just sharing ideas, sharing stories, sharing fun times back and forth over a cup of coffee. It's kind of how we envision the whole magazine.
And if somebody had an idea for a story about an event, I guess it could be about a person, it could be about an experience, whatever. How do they get to you? How do they say, I really think this should be in your magazine? How do they contact you?
Well, and we welcome those kinds of contacts, and we get them all the time. People can call our office if they wish. That phone number is area code 515-232-0000. 0075, or a better way to do it would be to email us. We have an email set up especially for that, and that's editors, plural, at ouriowamagazine.com. Our Iowa Magazine, all one word.
Okay, editors at ouriowamagazine.com.
That's correct.
Okay. So if a person, somebody's maybe thinking this, if a person submits a story and you use it, do they get paid for it?
If it's if it's a full-length feature story, a page or a couple pages, yes, we pay for those. But in addition to that, we just receive a lot of little nuggets from readers. We love reading the mail, and somebody will send us a letter, and maybe buried in the end of that is just a beautiful little gem of an idea that we might want to pick up and use in the magazine. And there are a lot of those types of things in the magazine as well.
And I'm guessing a lot of people who give you ideas are just proud of what they're giving you, or interested. They don't expect to be paid. So it's just like you say, conversation and sharing what's great about Iowa. What are some of the funny stories? What are some of the funny things that have happened as you read through that mail or as you talk to people? Any funny story? Well, I'm sure there are funny stories.
Well, some of the funny things that we get are the church chuckles. For instance, people will send in stories about embarrassing things that have happened to them in church, and we'll print a page of those every now and then. Or we also have a section of the magazine called Kitchen Disasters. And occasionally we'll have a roundup of a whole bunch of stories about kitchen calamities that people had. So those are some of the fun things we do. We also have a section in the magazine called From the Mouths of Little Iowans, which includes comments and quips and comments from little people.
and out of the mouths of babes come some of the greatest things.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. We are visiting with Jerry Wiebel, who is an editor, publisher with Our Iowa Magazine. Jerry, do you have regular correspondence out in the area in addition to getting ideas from just anybody who'd like to give you an idea?
Yes, we have a field editor in every county, and these people are really our eyes and ears in terms of providing this information for the magazine from their county. And in Cass County, Vicki Christensen over by Anita is our field editor. We call our field editors Hawkeyes because they're supposed to be keeping a sharp eye out for things happening in their area of the Hawkeye State.
Okay, so if somebody had a story, they could also contact Vicki to say, what do you think about this, Vicki? Yes. What do you see in terms of the future for the magazine? Any changes you plan to make, or just growth? What do you see happening?
Well, we really mix this thing up as we go along, and we just like to have fun with it. And I may come to the office in the morning with an idea, or Roy may have an idea overnight, and we'll talk about it in the morning, and all of a sudden we're just doing something new and totally crazy. For instance, right now, one of the things that we're doing is we're bringing back the Burma Shave signs.
Oh, fun.
And many of your listeners, I'm sure, recall those from many, many years ago. And, of course, they've kind of faded from the landscape. But we thought, hey, let's bring those things back. So we've got a program going right now to have a set of Burma Shave signs in every county in the state of Iowa.
Uh-huh. So you're not talking about just the magazine. You're talking about actual signs.
Oh, yes. Very
All
much
right.
So. One of my favorites, they'll be going up somewhere here in the state of Iowa. Twinkle, twinkle, one-eyed car. We all wonder where you are. and there are all kinds of those wonderful, funny gems that we all really used to enjoy reading, and we're going to be bringing those back now.
Okay. Jerry, just in case somebody doesn't have a magazine and they would like to subscribe, what do they do?
They can subscribe online at our website, and that's www.ouriowamagazine.com. Or they can call our subscription fulfillment service in Harlan, Iowa. And that number is 888-341-5878.
All right. Well, we want to thank you very much, Jerry Wiebel, for visiting with us this morning, kind of bringing us up to date and letting people know about Our Iowa Magazine.
Well, we appreciate the opportunity to visit with you about it. We're having a lot of fun with the magazine, and it makes us feel good when we get feedback from readers saying that they're enjoying reading.
Okay, that's great. Until next time, here's a thought. Growing old is mandatory. Growing up is optional.